Hello. Today's video I'm going to be doing something. I think I'm going to make it a sort of a series called Clearing the Diecast Backlog. Basically, I had a bunch of sort of loose cars in a box that I've purchased over the last few weeks, I guess. And we're going to put them into one of these thread organizer, multi-craft carrier things. So yeah, we'll get started with the mainline Hot Wheels. Okay, so mainline Hot Wheels in alphabetical order, starting with, we have the Alfa Romeo GTV in a very nice blue. I believe I have a red one somewhere as well, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. Yep, so next up we have fairly new casting actually, the Aston Martin DB4? 4, I believe, yeah, Aston Martin DB4 GT High Speed Edition, which is basically like a salt flat racer. Not 100% if I'm a fan of this or not. I'm yet to be decided. Really don't like the white tires. That's a bit weird, but I get why, because the salt have made the tires white, but yeah, just not really a fan of that one. Wheels wise, I'm not 100% sure if I like the casting or not. It's sort of a 50-50 sort of thing. And then finally for the A's, we have an Audi RS2 in a very nice turquoise. Again, very good casting. Well done for Hot Wheels for this one. Okay, now there is only one B, I think. Yeah, only one B in the main lines, and it is the yellow BMW M3 E30. Wish there was tail lights and headlights and the grille were painted, but rest of the car's pretty sweet. Okay, so moving on to the C's for the Hot Wheels main lines, we have a 52 Chevy pickup truck. Very nice casting, although in my eyes a little thin. Like, it needs to be a bit sort of wider. But yeah, great looking casting, great decals. Up that goes. Next up, we have a 64 Chevrolet Chevelle SS. Not really sure on the big blower out the bonnet, but still a very nice casting. I like that one a lot. This is sort of mild premium because metal body, metal base, but still sort of plastic tires. A 66 Chevrolet Impala from Fast and Furious 10, I think it was. It was the bad guy's sort of drag car. Again, lovely casting, nice metal parts. Not sure on the wheels. They look a bit sort of Porsche wheel to me, but yeah, very nice. And then finally, for the C cars, is an 83, I believe, Chevy Silverado, square body. Again, very popular model this, so you probably will have seen this countless times. But yeah, great casting, love that. Okay, so only one car for D, and it is the De Tomaso Pantera from Fast and Furious 5, I believe this one was. Yeah, nice looking casting. The dark windows are yeah, I'm not really a big fan of the dark windows, but the rest of the car and the detailing is very, very good. So up that goes. Then it's a bit of a jump to L for the Team Lotus Type 49, or is it 8? No, Type 49. Right the first time. Fantastic looking model with this, and it's sort of period correct, sort of green and yellow livery. So yeah, very big fan of that. Glad I found that. Pop that up there. Then it's on to M for Mazda. And what Mazda is it? It's an FB RX-7 in a police livery. Not sure on the gold wheels, but yeah, very nice casting. Very cool car. Just wish I had brake lights. That goes in there. Sticking with M, we have Mitsubishi for the Pajero Evolution. Or do they call it a Shogun Evolution? No, Pajero Evolution. Yep. Now, I've seen a couple of these cars in real life, but they usually only are in white or silver. So, yeah, I'm not sure about the orange. But again, decent casting. Like that. And now, moving on to P. I don't know why I bought this one. It was on offer. It's the Pontiac Aztec race car, I guess. If they'd made like a normal Aztec, I'd maybe be a bit more of a fan of it. But yeah, making it into sort of a track car, it's kind of weird. Especially with that Cosworth rear wing. I don't mind it, yeah, I think it could have been done better. The next one, on the other hand, also for P, fantastic home run for Hot Wheels. The Proton Saga. Now, not a very popular car. They are becoming a bit more sort of collectible, I suppose, just for the kind of the basicness of them in real life. But yeah, who'd have thought that a Proton Saga would get a Hot Wheels release? I didn't, that's for sure. But yeah, fantastic job on that one. Pop that in there. Now, we move on to R. Now, this one could kind of go into D as well, I suppose, for Roger Dodger. Now, it is effectively, a Challenger drag car, just a sort of fictionalized version of it. But yeah, again, sort of the leap year livery. Don't like the fact that the engine that sticks so far out is that red and that prominent. I think if they did maybe like a chrome, it would maybe look better, or like just a base silver. But I guess because it matches the exhaust there and the interior, it's fine. But yeah, I'll put that in there. Next up for S, we have a 63 Studebaker pickup truck. Now, I love the look of this. I mean, the burgundy and the sort of the beige striping is fantastic. If I were to have one criticism for it, I think maybe because it's got a bed sort of cover, I'd maybe prefer it to be an actual pickup truck. But yeah, fantastic looking thing. Love that. And we're down to the final three cars. For the Hot Wheels mainline, anyway. We have quite a popular model, I would say. The VW Beetle, Transformers version, otherwise known as the Bumblebee little beetle. And if you didn't know, there is a face. Ooh. Yeah, it's not going to focus properly. But yeah, fantastic little car. Another one, it was cool when it was released, but now looking at it, not so much. So I don't know whether this will stay. But yeah, we have the Type 3 Transporter race van, I guess. See, the front and everything looks fine. It's the size and you can see through it. I get it, it's sort of like made to look sort of aerodynamic and all that sort of thing. It's got the air holes there. But yeah, just look at it now, it just seems a little tacky and not very interesting. The colorway is very good though. And then finally, for the Hot Wheels mainlines, we have the Volvo P1800 Gasser. Now, obviously any Volvo is welcome in my collection. But yeah. I mean, this is quite an old livery now, so you probably will have all seen that, so you don't really need to go into much detail about that one. Okay, so we have three bottom spaces. So we're going to put just a couple of odds and ends in those for just now. So starting off with a Matchbox AutoZam AZ1 little K car. It's very, very nice. Headlight, tail lights, proper headlights, and everything. I wish this would make it into the opening parts, mainly because it's got gull wing doors, like the real car. But I don't know if that'd be maybe too tricky. Next up, we've got two majorettes. One is this Type 3 camper. Opening door is a little bit sort of flimsy on the door, so I'm not going to play about with it too much. But yeah, just a nice looking casting. There you are. And quite appropriately, it will go... Oh no, hold on. That doesn't fit. Fair enough. Moving on to the next one. Majorette Volvo loader, digger, some sort of thing. Again, anything that has Volvo branding on it, it goes in the collection. Does this fit? Yes, sort of. Okay, so we'll move on to Hot Wheels Premiums next. Okay, so first up from the pop culture line is this Aston Martin Vanquish from Die Another Day, James Bond film. That's the one where it's like we've got all ice and all the ice upgrades with the spikes and the tires and everything. And there's the green Jaguar is the villain car. Again, won't really focus on the number plate, but it has it front and rear in UK style, as it should do. But yeah, very nice casting. Like that a lot. How that goes. Next up for D, which is, I believe, from Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. From the first sort of race, the Dodge Viper. Again, very nice sort of model, full detailing, heavy metal base, metal body. Bit too low for the camera there. Currently using a bookshelf as a sort of a staging platform, which is why it looks a bit weird. So bear with. I will probably have a dedicated sort of filming area at some point. But yeah, we're going with what we have at the moment. Moving on to Chevrolet. We have, again, from the Fast and Furious franchise, I believe Fast and Furious 7, the Chevy Caprice, which I think this gets shot by a drone and then split in half in the film. But yeah, again, very nicely detailed, very heavy because it's quite a big body casting. Really like that car. I should have got more screen time, I think. And then again, from Fast and Furious, this would have been Fast Furious 4, I think, when they primered the a Chevelle. It was Dom's car, I think. Again, very nice. Sits really well on its wheels. But yeah, again. The Fast and Furious line of Hot Wheels, I sort of fall in and out of. Just because there seems to be a lot of repeats. But when you get sort of newer stuff like that Viper and the Viper and the Caprice and everything like that, it's very good. Just had enough of the Skylines and things like that personally, but that's what people like, I guess. Next, moving on to M with Japanese Historics 4 RX3. Again, sort of the Bosozoku sort of style with the wide arches and the big lip spoiler, making it look like a sort of 70s race car. Very cool. Then we have one I never thought would be made. as a Hot Wheels, just because it's kind of an obscure car. The 64 Prince Skyline. Now, Prince then became Nissan, but yeah, this was the first one. It's sort of like a racing livery. So, sort of blanked out headlights and stuff like that. It's really cool, very obscure. Big fan of that. Now, most people would call this a cool combi, but I call it a split screen bus. Yeah, again, very popular casting. I think the wheelie bar is a bit excessive at the back, but yeah, very cool and nice 80th anniversary Mattel livery. Okay, I think that is everything for today's clearing the backlog episode. Yeah, so if you like this video, maybe stick around, watch some other ones if you want.